We are going to talk about the most important and my most favorite topic as of recent to talk about. And the reason why it is my favorite, it is the one tip, one concept that my training coach has given me that really has revolutionized my training. I just did a video on form versus intensity. So this is kind of expanding on that a little bit. But what I want you to really grasp from this concept is how simple it really is, and how if you apply it every day in the gym, you are going to not only maximize your gains, you're going to progress and never need to take a step back. You're going to overcome your plateaus and you're going to overcome your weaknesses and continue to turn them into strengths. What I am talking about here, it's a concept, there's not a term. So I will explain the concept and you will get the idea of what I'm trying to explain. Uh, the quality of your repetition, the one repetition, should be the most paramount thing you should focus on. Let me give you an example. If you're doing a set of 10 reps, what do people really focus on? Those last couple of hard reps, right? That real focus. And a lot of people think, okay, well, rep 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I need them as they are just a necessary step to get to those latter reps. The issue that you come to find is when you want to increase volume, which is usually more sets, all you're really doing is you're adding more garbage. If not every rep is perfect, and I say perfect with a grain of salt. I'm not talking about, just like super science based, like nitpicky form. No, what I mean, a good balance of quality form, tempo, control, mind muscle connection, and intensity, right? If you don't focus that on every single rep, right? Let's say half of the set, like I just gave in that example, half of it is just, oh, these reps are necessary to get to the end reps. And then the end reps are those last five, right? Really only 50% of that set is maximized. But if you treat the first rep, the second rep, the third rep to the 10th rep all the same, even though you're not fatigued, but you really focus on the squeeze, really focus on the tempo, really treat and make every rep look the same, when you increase the rep range, when you increase the volume or the amount of sets, you are adding much more quality. Because what happens a lot of times, and I'm telling you, I see this all the time, and I always have to dial people back. People are always training with too much volume, and there is a point to get to higher volume, but I almost always have to dial people back. Is because they sacrifice a lot of the form, the intensity, the mind muscle connection, all those things to add more sets, but most of their sets are garbage. And so what you're doing is you're not even getting more benefit from it. You're just creating more fatigue that you need to recover from, more chances for injury, more bad habits within those repetitions that you really get no benefit at all. What did my coach teach me? He said, start with rep one. The first rep of not just the workout, the exercise, the set, the first rep that you do that day. From that rep forward, your goal is to have as perfect as a rep as possible. When it starts to get hard, when you start to get fatigued, focus on the perfect rep. You can go to failure, you can struggle. But if you treat mentally, if your thought process is I am going to treat every rep as 100%, I promise you, you are going to be able to create the most revolutionary physique without all the other BS that you hear. Because what you do here is you need to have X amount of sets, X amount of repetitions, X amount of exercise, this many days a week. But nobody ever talks about the quality of that. Think about that for a second. Nobody ever talks about the quality of that rep, the quality of that set. Stop adding garbage. Make what you have perfect, or reduce what you're doing and make that perfect, and then slowly increase that. That hopefully that you felt the intensity that I felt in that, because it really at least resonated with me and drove the point home for me. If you found this information useful, please hit the subscribe button so you can look through the rest of my channel and find other helpful videos. If you'd like to know what it's like to work with me one-on-one and are interested in coaching, you can either fill out the application in my channel description, or if I even sent this to you via DM or a message, please reach back, be like, hey, coach, you talked about one-on-one coaching. I would love to see what that's about, and I would gladly love to give you a presentation on what that would entail.